This time, we go now to the technical aspects of the chemical formulation or the chemical formula of resveratrol as a polyphenol substance, which is very good to the health. Okay? So I need to introduce now the chemical formula, the structural chemical formula, and the general chemical formula. Okay? It's going to be like that. Okay? So before I'm going further, let me share to you an information that I said a while ago in my, I think last week, right? The empirical formula of carbohydrates, CH2O. But be careful, guys. There are also isomers which are bad for that. We have also the formaldehyde. Okay, formaldehyde also CH2O. Okay, you get the point. Parihara siya. Okay, so CH2O and also the glycol, CH2O. So they are isomers but different applications. Okay, again, empirical formula of the carbohydrates, CH2O, and also formaldehyde, CH2O, and also this kind of, as I told you a while ago, nakalimot ko. Okay, nawas akong brain cells. Okay, going back to the, formaldehyde and the CH2O, glycol. Wala ko siya may glycol ba yun? So they were para-formaldehyde, right? We have also the para-ethylene glycol. See? It's just the same, right? And we have also the methylene glycol or propylene glycol, mga ganun. So, kailangan na siya mga CH2O, ganun, chupa-chucho. Okay? Ganon. Okay? So, ang formula sa glycol, guys, before going and touching the electric, CHO28O2. Like this is the glycol formula, ha? Glycol. There's also an OL. So, meaning to say there's a benzene ring and there's attachment of a source of glucose, something. That's why glycol. Okay? Get the point. But we will stay only for the important chemical formula, general formula, because nobody wants also to memorize that unless you are studying chemistry, right? A master's in chemistry, like that, okay, or you are really a doctorate in chemistry, having PhD, right? So you don't have to deal with it with a ring. On the idea, okay? Like that. You got the point? Ganon. So, the resveratrol formula. Okay, resveratrol. Okay, we have 14 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen, and 3 atoms of oxygen. Just remember this only, not the structural formula. Okay, itong having the ring, okay? So, 14 atoms of carbon, 12 atoms of hydrogen, and 3 atoms of oxygen. So, in your memorization also, mga palangga kong hitan, if you start already have a knowledge of another chemical formula, you need also to think of another, chemical formula that starts with 14 atoms. So that you can also remember in your brain cells. So, like a C14, H18, like that, diba? N2O5. And this is aspartame, like that. So that it will add a little bit carbon atoms that have 14. Okay, you will attach also in your memorization technique, something like that. Okay, you get the point. Things like that. Okay, resveratrol. Charot. Okay. Kaloka. Di ba mo talaga akong hitan? Okay. Nakakaloka. Okay, resveratrol, ano na siya guys, so benzene ring like that, okay, and then it's gonna be like ganon, okay, and then another benzene ring here, things like that, okay, and it's gonna ganon, and then take note if the double bond is there, it's opposite of the last ring, okay, it's gonna be ganon, okay, ganon. So how many double bonds do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 double bond. Like that. Okay? So in a resveratrol resveratrol polyphenol substance have 7 double bonds. Okay, so you will already summarize. Hala, the more have double bonds, the substance, the more it will become healthy to our body. Yes, really, guys. The more it has a double bond, okay, the more it is good for the health. Just like the fats, the more it has 2 or 3 double bonds, the more it is good to the health, which is the monos unsaturated fats and the polyunsaturated fats. Okay, and these are using the olive oil. Okay, like that. Olive oil, canola oil, like this. Oils that are unsaturated, okay? Get the point, things like this. Okay. And also avocado. Avocado, guys, is very powerful. It's very healthy, guys. Okay, it is having an unsaturated fats. And it also have vitamin D. Okay? The kaloka, diba? So vitamin D, avocado, very powerful. Good for the heart because it's also have like omega-3 fats. Avocado, but as you can notice, guys, the more the fruits are not common, okay, not abundant, not sweet, are more powerful as an antiviral agent or fights cancers. Just take avocado, right? See, unsaturated, good for the health. Okay, vitamin D, also for the bone. Omega-3 fats, good for the heart. See, but this kind of fruit is not common. And this is not sweet naturally. Nobody loves to eat this directly because it is not sweet. And then if you do this in a shake or in a juice, you have to put sugar for this also. We have the, the sucrose, the refined sugar, the white sugar. It's the same thing. The more you will put this thing, the more it will not become functioning as healthy. So, right? So, what it means if you just eat this alone without any sugar addition of sugar, there still have, but it will be reduced, the nutrients, the more you will add sugar to the avocado in your shake, in your milk tea. Avocado flavored milk tea is very sweet, right? Okay, so the sugar there will reduce the nutrients of your avocado. But a sad fact, the more it is sweet, a lot of people will love to drink that or to buy that, okay? Because we are not also sometimes educated to the main points for that, for the health, okay? Because nobody loves also talking about the health, sure. Based on WHO, only 2 people out of 10 people will talk about health science and ideas. Okay, others will watch horror movies, detective movies, cartoon movies, sports, political issues, like that. They will never try to research. Some are researching, but not so many. Okay? Like that. You get the point? Ganon. So, any questions so far? So, these are the formula. So, we have OH here, mga palangga kong hitad. Okay. Take note, the OH will be in your double bond. Okay, here, double bond. Okay. You will never put the OH in a single bond. Okay, that's the rule, ha? Okay. Because, in counting the total bonds, chemical bonds, it will not satisfy the, the theory of inorganic chemistry in the Lewis dot structures, right? Lewis theory. Okay? So we should always remember the Lewis theory of acidity and basicity, the Bronsted-Lowry theory of acidity and basicity, and the Arrhenius theory of acidity and basicity. It should be in our brain cells already, if our course is related to science. Okay, especially chemicals, chemistry, like that, blah, 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 so on, so. Okay? Dapat unang tikang pa lang sa first year college, puno na dyan yung brain cells. Okay, you got the point about that theory and principles. Though you still have that already in your chemistry in high school, but since you are very young, you are not serious for that. Okay, then the moment you step in college, that's the time then you will be mature in your study. Okay, the 3 objectives I mentioned a while ago. You study of different subjects in order to protect your health. You study different subjects in order to protect your safety. Number 3, you study different subjects in college in order to protect your security. Okay, security meaning you have a good job, so many money, to investment for your family, to give medicines to your children, to have shelter, to have clothes. These are forms of security. This is only objective number 3. Why we study. You got the point? Why we study? Why we have an education? Because first, to protect our health, to protect our safety, and to protect our security. Okay, to be stable financially is only the 3 objective why we study. Number 1 really is to protect our health. Okay, so that we can live peacefully, like that, having good health every time together with our family. Second, the safety, so that we will never be hit by a vehicle and we will not die early due to an accident. Okay. Number 3, security. This is the time we need to have a good house, like that, to have a real estate, land, sports car, and everything. So we need to know the objectives why we study. Okay. Now, there are also objectives in studying that we need to always inculcate into our brain cells. First, we need to study different subjects to apply that in our daily lives. Number 2, we need to study because we need to learn to apply that in the real world when we are working. Number 3, we need to study different subjects in order to inspire and motivate the young generations of this knowledge to transmit to them, because they are the future of our country. By the time we will pass in this world, it's our legacy that we can share our intelligence, knowledge to them also. And we are very, very fulfilled, even though we are already vanished in this planet Earth. Okay, so we have also 3 objectives. Okay, so all in all, we have 6 objectives. Why? We have education. Ganon. Okay, any questions so far for that 6 objectives? Then you can chat in my FB Messenger. Okay, again, to have beautiful houses, to have cars, stable investment, that is only one purpose why we study, to have an education. The number 1 really is to protect our health. Okay, and to protect our safety. Because we cannot enjoy if we are having diseases. Okay, then we have all the money in the world, we have a beautiful house, we have a good sports car, and then we are sick. How can we enjoy? Or we die at an early age. So, sayang, okay, we lost everything. Okay, so that's the main point there. You got the point? Ganon. Okay, things like that. Okay, we are not studying only just because to pass the grades. Again, we are not studying subjects that just to pass the grades. Okay, we are studying because we want to apply that in our day-to-day life. Okay, number 2, again, grabe naman. Okay, number 2, we need to apply that different subjects learning during we work in the real world, so that we can have money. Okay, number 3, we can have that to inspire and motivate others by sharing the knowledge. The number 3 objective is not for everybody, because not will share the academic information. A lot are selfish and greedy. Not this disclaimer only, okay, because they are not also don't like to do that. Okay, it doesn't mean selfish or greedy. They don't like to do that. Okay, you get the point. Okay, things like that. Okay, the number 3 objective is very difficult because most of us will never share our knowledge and intelligence. Most of us also, after we graduate, our knowledge will be stagnant, not moving. Okay, we'll just go on the routine work every day, to get money, salary. We are not adding knowledge to our brain cells. Only if you are doing that also. Okay, not all, but only if you are doing that also. Okay, others also watching movies every time. That's not sharpen brain cells. Sharpen only, watching movies are only temporary from the eyes. Okay, so because the task also of sharpening the brain is too tasky. Okay, and you get also easily tired in your brain like that. Rather than watching movies, the eyes only will be enjoying. You get the point? You get the point, mga palangga. Okay, it's gonna be like that. Okay, so then you also target to become a lister if you want, or to become a top notcher, okay, if you want really, okay, because libreng mangarap. Okay? It doesn't mean that if you are an average student, you will never aim to become a top-notcher. And that's a wrong concept. That's motivation, perspective, and mentality so that you will pass in different examinations. Yun yon. Okay? You get the point? Mentality, positivism. Okay? Positive outlook in life. Okay? You get the point. So, any questions so far? Thank you so much for staying tuned. At least you know already the chemical formula of resveratrol, the polyphenol that contains antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, that can fight cancers and any diseases. Okay. Pasok sa mga. Bye-bye, God bless everybody. See you later. And I hope you subscribe to my channel if you like. Sorry for that, I don't have any animations. And because I'm not good in computer. So I'm doing this traditionally. Okay, so it looks like boring, but if you just listen to the main points, you got it. Okay, you get the point. Bye-bye and God bless everybody. See you later.